visit our sponsor, PointZeroEnergy.com right now. Solar backup you can count on. Check out their off-grid portable solar generators and complete do-it-yourself solar panel kits. The HomeGrid 5000 HD provides heavy-duty, portable power to back up your entire home in the event of an emergency or blackout. Give them a call right now at 208-530-2393. That's 208-530-2393. Or click the link below right now. That's PointZeroEnergy.com. Hey everybody, I'm Christopher. You're tuning into AMTV, Christopher Green, Alternative Media Television. It is Wednesday, May 4th, 2016. Donald Trump basically kills everybody. Donald Trump wins huge. Donald Trump is now not just the presumptive nominee, but truly the nominee of the GOP party, unless something happens to him. Assassination is a possibility on the table, God forbid. And again, I pray for Donald Trump. I've done a few videos on this. I pray for him, God bless him, but he's very dangerous to the establishment. And now that we had, Carly Fiorina drop out of the race a couple days ago, she's kind of fell out of the race.
Ex-President of the United States, Ted Cruz.
And now that we had Cruz officially fall out of the race last night, although it kind of seemed like he was giving a sermon or something. It's like, dude, are you conceding or am I at a house of God right now? Notice how his father too would bring Fiorina really close to him. You know, it was almost kind of like, come here, bitch.
To Carly Fiorina, who has been an incredible, phenomenal running mate.
You know, and it just kind of seemed like, I don't know, like sexist or something almost. Not that I have a problem with that. I don't think it came from like a bad place or anything like that, but just kind of weird. You know, she kind of just, went over to him like this, all awkward and stuff. So anyways, Ted Cruz is out. John Kasich is also out, according to one of my trusted advisors here in studio. Just told me this before I was going to put out this video. Because I was going to comment on how, Kasich, why are you still in the race, man? You barely have more delegates, or do you have the same amount of delegates as Ben Carson? Why stand? So Donald Trump is now not just the presumptive nominee, he's going to be the nominee. Of 1,237 delegates, he will reach that at some point in the not too distant future. He's totally creamed Ted Cruz on the eastern seaboard, the East Coast states, and also Indiana, the Hoosier state. What did Ted Cruz call it? A basketball ring? He didn't even know that it was a basketball hoop.
Well, as you all know, we're here on the Hickory basketball court. And Bruce, who travels with me, Bruce, I want to ask you something. Do you have a tape measure with you? Tell me something. How tall is that basketball rim? 10 feet. You know, the amazing thing is that basketball ring.
So again, nothing against Ted Cruz. I like a lot of his constitutional principles, although I really do think he's establishment. So I guess I do have that against him. But I actually think he'll be considered for the Supreme Court. This was actually mentioned to me by the same trusted advisor here at my studio months ago. And I don't think I talked about it. It was a pretty good observation because even Donald Trump said that he would have to think about Ted Cruz in that position, which he'd probably be pretty good for since he is very constitutionally based, if he isn't corrupted in totality by the New World Order establishment that makes up the funny money, money master institutions like the criminal private Federal Reserve. So Donald Trump is our nominee. He's on his way to 1,237 delegates of what he needs. That is, if he doesn't get killed prior to that. And again, I pray that that doesn't happen. I am very concerned about that. And, God forbid anything like that would happen. I pray for him on a daily basis. But it is a legitimate concern because I don't think that the general population understands what a real legitimate threat Donald Trump is. He is a legitimate threat to the establishment. They do not like him. They never expected him to get this far. And now he's going toe-to-toe and to war against Hillary Rodham Clinton, of which Donald Trump, I think, will absolutely destroy her in the upcoming debates because you can't prepare for the Donald. You can't prepare for a media tycoon. I think she's going to get rocked by Donald Trump. He's going to expose her for the bitch that she is, the Benghazi Gate lying whore. I think all of that will come to pass. But at the end of the day, I think the establishment has already tilted that table in favor of a third term to Hillary Rodham Clinton. And I think ultimately, unfortunately, pessimistically, Donald Trump loses. Again, I think that he is America's catharsis. It's the cathartic moment. Here we are at a stage in American history with this unbelievable anger, this division that's really divided and is, by the way, conquering America today. Through race relations, through this plan-engineered immigration, which again is all a part of the agenda to destabilize sovereign governments, to radically transform them, as was the case with Manchurian candidate Barack Obama, which has only led to the destruction of this once great nation and constitutional republic, which is now a giant turd at the bottom of my shoe. Thanks to these people. Thanks to people like Hillary Rodham Clinton. Thanks to Barack Obama. Thanks to journalists that attended the press dinner just a couple days ago, Operation Mockingbird, where they're literally just like laughing, around with the president when they're supposed to be the watchdog group. The media is supposed to be a watchdog to the president of the United States and the White House, provide that check and balance to this rotten system that we have. You see how they're all on the inside? They're all in this together as they're sharing hors d'oeuvres and this kind of thing. Notice how I don't believe Matt Drudge was invited. I think even the New York Times didn't even attend because they just said it was wrong. So, it's absolutely amazing to me that we enter such a divided time in American politics when really this is like Zimbabwe or Zaire politics here in the United States of America now. The people really don't decide. That's the whole idea of an electoral college. It's the same, reason Ted Cruz was able to steal votes, electoral votes, delegates in states like Colorado. Yet somehow Americans still think that, Donald's going to win if they want him to get in there enough. Well, he can get in there. It is possible, but you're going to need a legitimate coup of the current political and economic establishment. Maybe Donald Trump has the chops. He might very well be that connected. He's got a lot of powerful friends on Wall Street, people like Carl Icahn, who's actually outperformed Warren Buffett over the last decade or so. A lot of people don't know that. On an annual basis, I can't remember if it's an annualized return basis or not, but his group has actually outperformed Warren Buffett, the oracle of bailouts. So Donald Trump has some very, very powerful friends, and maybe this is an organized coup. And if it is, he will be able to overthrow Hillary Rodham Clinton. But if that isn't the case, and there's honestly a line of ignorance in this process, I really do think that, as some of the media pundits have suggested from the radical liberal left, this could very likely also be another Barry Goldwater moment. He ran for president and got the GOP nod here from Arizona not too long ago. Some of you probably remember that, and then lost to Lyndon B. Johnson. And then the Republican Party had to reorganize and funnel all their support to what turned out to be one of our greatest presidents, in my opinion, Ronald Reagan. So the Trump wins. The Trump is a leader. There's a reason that the American population is so angry, and they're driving all of their support behind this single individual who, by the way, has no political experience whatsoever, who's not a politician, but is a corporate media tycoon. America is begging for a change. They're begging for something different. But I also wanted to emphasize today, no kidding aside, that Donald Trump is in extreme danger at this very moment. He has been since the beginning of his campaign, when people underestimated him, and now especially that the rest of the potential candidates have dropped out, and he's only cemented his status as America's choice, at least on the Republican side, this phony two-party illusory system that makes up Republican and Democrats. The danger has increased to an all-time level. And I pray that Donald Trump stays safe. I pray for him, his family. I pray for his candidacy. And I honestly hope to God that he wins. I hope I'm wrong that the tables have already been turned and that the establishment insider Hillary Clinton has already been decided and selected as the next president of the United States, much like Barack Hussein in the membrane Obama was for 2 terms. Playing the black card before, now we're playing the woman card. And we know how Hillary's going to play this. Donald Trump, a misogynistic, anti-woman hating pig, a philanderer, even though her own husband has been accused of raping multiple other women. The feminist. Hillary Rodham Clinton, the Benghazi Gate whore, you know, the chick blowing up her email servers right under the nose, curiously, of Barack Obama. It's a great country, isn't it? God bless America. I'm Christopher Green. Get this video out everywhere. Make it viral. Hard hitting it in your face. And click the link below to support our sponsor. Peace.